Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing 2 episodes. This is the last one, and I have 12 fragrances. I do not have a title as of right now for this list. You can call some 12 interesting designer fragrances which are worthy of the price tag at this current moment. My main idea is to suggest something to you from the past. Okay, because nowadays it has become a joke. Fragrance releases Aqua di Gios, Jean Paul Gaultier's, I don't know, Spice Bombs or anything, Polos. They literally are like $150, $180 for designer release. It's ridiculous that to be thinking I'm going to ever buy more designer. It's very difficult to adopt, or digest. So go back in past, okay? And you can try these, and you can do also, I used to do like research on fragrance from the past, which could be discontinued or, like not in fashion anymore, or people are not hyping it up. I pick up those fragrances for good prices. So on this list, more or less everything is affordable except maybe number one. So you can say that if you have a budget on most fragrances here, if you have a budget of $45, you can pick this up, and very interesting. So I have couple of designer, like couple of Dunhills, a couple of Mauboussin, and couple of Calvin Klein in this list. You'll see. Okay. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. I don't know why I'm not taking any cold, but tea is the best. Okay, so let's start. I reviewed them all, so you can check them out in my individual review. First fragrance I'm going to show you, it's a fragrance nobody talks about. This line, it has quite a few. This house has quite a few fragrances under their belt, and I think this is called Dunhill Black. Okay, and I have another one which is also called Black, but from the different line. So this fragrance I bought a partial, and I did not pay more than $25 for it. I think nowadays if you buy brand new, it's $35. So it has increased by $10, $15 from the past. So this fragrance, this one in this line, I think there is also the Fresh and then London by Dunhill. 2 to 3 fragrances in this line, and these are not the most expensive line. So this one is very pleasant smell. Okay, if you see it, it's a very masculine, bit dark looking juice, but it's not very dark perfume. I think there's a lot of citruses in there, a little bit of cypress, a little bit of woodiness, perhaps woody, spicy, sweet kind of fragrance, masculine fragrance. Okay, so it's not an instant love or anything, but for casual day-to-day usage, if you like Mont Blanc individual style perfumes, you would like this. Okay, even the juice color is similar. Longevity from this is decent. If you can get this for $25, good pickup. Okay, Dunhill Black. Next one I was talking about, Dunhill Black. This is the Desire Black. Okay, this fragrance I wore it yesterday, and this line has some really seriously good long-lasting perfumes. Naming one or two would be Dunhill Desire Red. The Extreme was very good, like a tobacco take on that. And they have platinums, like silver. Few of the other ones very long lasting, but this is a bit hard to find now. I had to go for 5-6 places before I found it. This fragrance is, you can say, a niche style perfume. Okay, it's very long lasting. It is leathery, peppery, kind of like a citrus up top, but it's more spicy, masculine leather perfume, in my humble opinion. Something similar to, I think, was that house, very expensive house, Clive Christian L or something like that. I don't remember exactly. So if you tried Clive Christian C, that one was very peppery perfume. I tried it, I liked it, but the price point of that house, man, sorry, is very, very expensive. So this being a Dunhill, again, $35 to $40 tops. This is a very quality fragrance. It's not, again, for everybody. It's not for beginners. It's not a safe blind buy. But if you go to the shop, if you see this somewhere, spray this on and see the dry down, you'll be actually amazed by the quality of this fragrance. I think this is a good fragrance for you to try. Dunhill Desire Black. Next one, another dark theme perfume. This is a bit hard to find. This and the Night from the Obsession line are discontinued, but you can still find it here and there. They don't charge you so much money. I think 35, again, 35, maximum 40. This is called Dark Obsession for Men. Now my bottle took some beating. You can see the paint came off because I keep everything in a box. They are kind of like in a torture cell. But this fragrance from Obsession line, Obsession, first of all, is a great line from CK. Calvin Klein made some great fragrances. Just because the price point is cheaper, people think they are not good. So in short, this fragrance has a cacao note. And when you see cacao, it is similar to something like I think Jean Paul Gaultier one fragrance, forgot the name. but mostly Lanston de Guerlain. Okay, that is what is similar to this. Got some vanilla, some cacao, and it's a little bit powdery, kind of bitter sweet kind of fragrance, very masculine, long lasting, peppery. It has the dry down of the original Obsession as well. So if you like the original Obsession, you'd enjoy this through and through for the nighttime. Dark Obsession, I think you also get 125 ml from this bottle. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Jean Paul Gaultier one I think is called Cocorico. Okay, that one is also very hard to find and very expensive. So I'm going pair in pair, like from the houses. So Calvin Klein's second one I'm going to show you called Truth. So this perfume is very beautiful. It bottle is very interesting as well. It sits like this, so it's kind of slanted. Okay, and it's very nice, light green color juice. Okay, so this fragrance is very uplifting. Okay, like if I spray it, bring it close to me, it has this fresh pine, pepper, leaf, like a rain, a little bit of a melon, this kind of feel. It's just absolute peaceful, cooling green scent. Okay, I just like that. It's like it's showering in maybe tropical forest or something. Okay, it is a little bit synthetic. It has a fruity tone. I don't know if it's like was that fruit. Uh, Something berry, juniper berry, perhaps there's a note of that, but mostly what I get is like a fresh citrusy green smell, which is like you hugging a tree or something like that. Okay, so very sophisticated scent, good for office, good for work, and this fragrance is very masculine. Okay, so this is back in the days $22, now maybe $35. Okay, so yeah, good fragrance pick for everyday usage in summer. So this is called Calvin Klein Truth Men. Next one, there are basically two similar kind of fragrances, both like in, you can say, sorry, my voice is really bothering me today. Sorry. So these two, next two, I'll show you the fragrance they claim they're similar to this is called Xerius Rouge by Givenchy. I could feature this here, but this is a bit rare, a little bit on the expensive side. These next two are not so expensive. So if you can get those, they have feel of this perfume, but this one is a bit distinctive. I'll tell you why. So the first one I'll show you is from the Azzaro Pour Homme Elixir. This perfume only your OG reviewers will show you, not the new reviewers, because they do not know these things exist. Okay, someone like Chad, Gentleman's Journey, or someone like Max Forte, the Steven. So these guys would talk about this. So this is a discontinued line. Okay, and back in the days, I bought these fragrances like when I bought them for first time, that was like 2016 or so. They used to cost $26. Okay, now more of $45. Prices have gone high, share definitely, but due to discontinuation mostly. This is a very interesting perfume. This is fruity. This one has berries. Definitely to my nose, it's a little bit peppery. Sprayer is not so good, but when you smell it, it just really amazes you. It's a perfect night out scent. Let's say you have a little bit of a cool evening breeze going on. Maybe it's gonna storm or something. You're heading towards Burger King and just enjoying the weather, like a fresh, you can smell the rain in the air, and the cloud kind of looks like red, and the sky looks a little bit red. And you're going to the bar, you're just trying to have a gin and tonic or something like that. Perfect fragrance. Okay, and this is very long lasting, this whole line. I'll show you the nighttime also sometimes. And the other one was, I forgot the name, Onyx. They're all good. This is my favorite from the line. Okay, so this is somewhat similar to Xerius Rouge, but Xerius Rouge is longer lasting than this. So Xerius has a cactus note, which is missing in this one and the next one. So the other one, red one, they all three are connected somehow, but this is very heavy on vanilla. This is my favorite, Davidoff Hot Water. And if you can see the side, those who know, they know. This is the vintage. Okay, the new versions are all transparent. They're good. You can buy those, no problem, but performance is monstrous on this. This is a monster perfume. So as you know, Davidoff had Cool Water, and then they release Hot Water, and they have also a night version of it, Hot Water Night or something. Never found it, but if I find it, I'll review it. This is one of those good old days of perfumes. Okay, I bought this fragrance for the first time. I was mesmerized. This beats Xerius Rouge and Azzaro by far for performance. This is a kind of fragrance I call hidden gem. 20 something dollars back in the days, again now 30 something. Man, this is a interesting, intoxicating, kind of like a boozy, sweet, pimento, peppery, and then vanilla. This one smells like you are a vampire, a Vampire's Diary or a True Blood if you are a fan of those. I haven't worn it for a while. I didn't want to wear something late night, but just want to bring back memories when I do rock like this, It's a beautiful fragrance. This is way better than Cool Water if you ask me in terms of scent profile. So much more interesting. And this thing you can wear all year round, nighttime, and you're gonna get compliments. No one smells like you. Very unique, and this is the best out of the three. I would say. Okay, the Azzaro, Zarius, and then Davidoff wins. So we have 6 more to go. Let's show. The next one I'm going to show you first, Mauboussin. The Mauboussin, this one is going to be Pour Louis in black. Okay, I reviewed almost everything from this line: the Crystal Oud, this one, Mauboussin, Pour Louis, and I think there was a couple more. Okay, so Mauboussin is one house I find, I mean, for price, one of the best houses. Even the retail is not so expensive, $45. If you get discounts, they come down to 20 something dollars. A small bottle I bought under $20 and $22. So these bottles are very affordable and really nice. Okay, so Mauboussin is a very underrated house. Nobody talks about it. This thing, in general, in short, smells kind of like Armani's Code. Armani's Code is discontinued, reformulated. A new version doesn't smell like the old version. So this thing is actually sweeter take on Armani's Code. Decent longevity. Armani lasted a little bit longer, but you get the sweet lavender and a little bit of a tobacco feel from it. Very handsome, gentlemanly, and sweet perfume. Definitely good fragrance for night out. Mauboussin, Pour Louis in black. These are fragrances you must check out, okay? Because you know what Bulgaris offer nowadays, same thing they offer for a fraction of a price. Next one is my favorite, Mauboussin. I love this perfume, very underrated. Nobody talked about it. I bought this perfume. I did the very first review. I don't know any other reviews on YouTube or not, but this is called Mauboussin Pour Louis in red. I think that's the name, or rouge. Anything in red. They also have for women. That one smells kind of like, I think, Baccarat Rouge or something. This thing, man, this thing packs a punch, okay? Very good atomizer. This thing, when I reviewed it, I did say it's a little bit of a mix between Polo Red Intense and Dolce & Gabbana, the one sort of ambery, sweet, fruity, kind of like peppery. And this fragrance actually lasts a decent time as well. In like, let's say in the when the winter starts and you're heading towards a coffee shop. If you like fragrance like Salvatore Ferragamo Vomo, it falls into the same category with some red fruits, red berries, just like the color of the bottle. This is very beautiful smell, man. If you like Polo, I do have Polo, and I do think Polo is a very nice perfume, but does not last. Okay, in my humble opinion, I'm very scared to pick them up because the caps are loose. If you know this perfume, okay, imagine this, and not exactly, but something. Oh man, I almost dropped that bottle. The one by Dolce & Gabbana. If you like this style perfumes, okay, a little bit for modern touch, you definitely should pick up Mauboussin Pour Louis in red. Very affordable fragrance, under 35 bucks or so. Man, this is a hidden gem, okay? You can wear this for nighttime as well, no problem, but winter it will last better. Mauboussin Pour Louis in red. Next one. This house doesn't get any love. Man, the fragrances. Too strong, okay? This is Diesel Only the Brave, okay? This fragrance is not a new perfume for me. This was something I tried in 2007 or 8, around 9. And I remember I was in Langkawi and I saw this in duty free. I tried it. I was like, wow, okay. That was my first bottle, even before fragrance journey collection, all those started. I was in university, right? So this fragrance is kind of like a sweet, fresh leather fragrance, okay? It was way ahead of its time, way ahead of its time. If you ask me, this was the Sauvage back in the days when Sauvage was not released, okay? Like when we were not even collectors, we just picked up random fragrance and liked them. This was a very nice fragrance, okay? Very unique bottle. You gotta give it to them. The new releases, I'm not following them that much. I reviewed quite a few, but they did not turn out to be as good as this, okay? So you can check it out. Diesel Only the Brave, amazing masculine fragrance. And this is a very youthful fragrance as well. Give me a second. All right, guys, I needed to just clear out my throat a little bit. Okay, so we have 3 left. So the number 3 is a fragrance I wear mostly in winter. It has beautiful color in the juice. This is not a vintage formulation, but this fragrance officially, I know that they are taken down. And this is called Aramis Devin. Take a look at the juice color. This kind of fragrance, Greggy Boy, or one of our like OG reviewers would suggest to you, because they know the value of this line. Very masculine, very complex, sort of affordable back in the days. Now, very hard to find. So you gotta pay about 55 to 65. This used to be like $40 under. So this is a very masculine scent and kind of like galbanum, tons of notes, galbanum, leather, some florals, I think this is called a Shipra, like officially. So you pick up that leather And you also do not understand the fragrance from the first spray. It changes over that time, and it smells so nice in the evening of winters. I just enjoy my evening walk with a, like a nice little breeze. This is one of my favorite fragrance with a leather jacket. Also, you can pull it off. Okay, Aramis Devin, great fragrance that nobody talks about. Number two is a fun fragrance. Okay, this house again, no love. This is called Kenneth Cole, Copper Black, or yeah, Copper Black. Yeah. So I used the Kenneth Cole Black. I loved it. I just love it so much. And they have few other like Kenneth Cole Black Metal or something. I don't remember, but this thing, it doesn't pack a punch. That's the only downside of this fragrance. That performance is kind of like 3 hours mark. Okay, but when you smell this, if you are a fan of apples and boozy fragrances, this is one of the most affordable apple boozy fragrances out there in the market. When I smell this, man, this is so happy. Like if you like fragrances like, let's say, La Nuit de l'Homme, and then pure malt, those are so much more expensive. But if you just want to wear something wearable throughout the year, this is a good fragrance. Okay, you can wear this in winter as well. Very underrated perfume. Like for me, 40-45 bucks well spent on this. But check before you buy. Okay, the smell is so addictive. I just love it. Okay, Copper Black by Kenneth Cole. Leads me to number one. Number one is the one that I told you is going to be the expensive one compared to these, but not as expensive as the new releases. This thing remains for me is one of the best underappreciated designer perfumes of all time, Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme. Okay, I had the Intenso. I don't know why I sold it. I am going to buy it again. This thing is the most manly perfume out there. Like Dolce & Gabbana, the one is great, no doubt. And they have some other lines, great lines, but this thing, when you smell it, at first it will be a little bit difficult. I did not like it at first. When I sprayed it, it's like way too much of peppery lavender quality, and then it settles down to be a tobacco, but it is headache inducing. If you buy the made in UK version, that is the most headache inducing. But if you have this one, for me is the made in France version. I don't know if it will show. And then I also had the sticker version, which is the Italy. If you find the Italy version, that's the best. You get the best citrus opening in that. And then it turns out to be like same as these. The France version is very long lasting. Okay, this thing, it can be worn all year round. It's like a jack of all trades. Okay, in winter it smells great. It has the pepper, keep you warm, and that masculine, that tobacco really pops. This is like mature man's fragrance. It could be my signature scent in one of them, but I feel this fragrance is not talked about enough. Okay, so that's why I suggested it today. I think it's worth the price point. If you do not just buy the UK version, that is the most harsh one. But Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme is my number one today. Thanks for watching, and let me know which ones are your favorite, and have a very nice day. See you soon. Bye bye.